Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, one and all, to a brand new edition of the Quinn Spinn. We're taking it for a quick spin this time. You weren't expecting that, were you?
I wasn't. Yeah. So that was a raw reaction. Right?
I told you it was loud. I didn't tell you exactly what it was. Anyway, I'm your host, the Quinn. At least that's how I'm known here on the program. And I'm back for a new concept here. We're taking a quick spin with Jazzmin Mitchell, who's a musician here in Nashville. At the top of the show, of course, you heard Revel 9's All I've Become. That's been our opening theme song since the great year 2014, and it will be until the very end of days. And we are sponsored in my dreams, and hopefully soon in real life, by Liquid Death. Murder your thirst. Anyway, Jazzmin, thanks for being the first ever person to join a quick spin edition of the Quinn Spinn. 8 to 10 minutes. Just going to give you the basics. How are you doing today?
First of all, that's cool that I'm the first one.
Yeah, this is the first. Like, I literally came up with this idea an hour ago.
I love it. Okay.
Like, I was at the gym, and I'm like, you know what? We're going to do quick episodes tonight.
Hey, I'm here for it.
We're going to populate that feed. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. How am I doing? It's been a good day. It's been very productive. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I work with kids.
Oh, amazing. So, in addition to music, you work with kids?
Yes. Yeah. So, my background is in social work. So I'm a licensed master social worker, and I'm also an artist. So my passion, I want to merge them together.
Yeah.
So for my families and my students that I'm working with, or whoever that I get to work with, I kind of just want to get inspired by their stories. And I want to create work for them. And then just taking my social work background, everything I learned, I want to put that into the music, plus with my own experiences and everything. Amazing.
Yeah, it always helps to point toward purpose and to have that purpose show up in everything you do.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you're well on your way.
Yeah.
So that actually answers two of my three questions. They are, well, the three standard questions, which if you're familiar, they're who are you, what are your passions? And then the third one is why on earth would you want to come on this show of all the shows?
Yeah. Well, I just said, why not? I'm here. It's an opportunity, and I have to stop selling myself short. There's so many opportunities that I backed away from because I felt I was inadequate. I didn't think I was good enough. I compared myself to other people. There are relationships that I've closed myself off to because of that as well. And so I just said, yeah, I'm just going to take it. Why not allow people to know who I am? I'm born and raised in Nashville. So I grew up here, moved around different areas, primarily out east. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Nashvillians, we call it out east. We don't call it East Nashville. So, but yeah, so grew up out east. Went to different elementary schools, different middle schools. High school, I went to Pearl Cone. I was in a marching band. So, spent a lot of time out there on Jefferson Street. And so, but then graduated from high school, went to Murfreesboro for college, stayed there. Then I graduated there. That's another story for another day. But I spent about 8 years of my adult life there. So in 2020, me and my husband, Cameron Mitchell, came back to the Antioch area. And so then I got my job here in Nashville, and it's just been a full circle moment. Everything that I got to learn as a young adult, I get to now come back home and help build,
Build the next generation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. How rewarding does that feel, to have, come full circle and to be able to now give back everything you've learned and continue to learn, because we're always lifelong learners, right? How rewarding is that for you?
Man, it's challenging sometimes with the work that I do, because I'm in it. I'm in the trenches.
Yeah.
Like, I really am. So I'm seeing a lot of things, hearing a lot of things, but at the same time, I can relate to some of the stuff. And so it's the fact that I made it out. It's the fact that, like, God was so good and he gave me grace.
Yeah.
And Jesus has been with me and been carrying me through this stuff. And so, like, I'm just like, okay, it's not the end, though it might be some sad things that I'm seeing, but it's still hope. And what I really love about the kids, what's rewarding, is that they're still smiling. They bring me joy. Like, they make you laugh. I mean, it's fun. It's fun with kids. I think kids bring the fun and the joy and the excitement.
And unpredictability.
Yes, they are so unpredictable.
Yep.
So, but I think that's what that also is what keeps me going. Too is just the yeah.
All right. Well, how about musically? So you're a musician as well. So what are you working on right now? What can we expect here coming up?
Yes. Oh my goodness. If I say it out loud to you guys, then it's like
then it's gotta happen.
I really gotta do it.
No pressure.
So let me be careful about how much I release right here.
Yeah. First of all, coming on this podcast with no notice, and now it's like, tell us what you're going to do with the next 2 years of your life. Yeah.
Right. So I've been my mom told me that I've been singing ever since I learned how to talk. So that's a little bit background. But I had terrible stage fright for a very long time. But I've grown past that, and I've been performing for the past, 9 or so years, been performing in front of people, and been doing paid gigs probably since like 2017-ish, 18, something like that. So that's been cool, a growing process for me. And so I'm also a songwriter. So I write a lot of songs all the time that are just in my journals at home that I just sing. So my goal is to actually publish some music. And it'll be cool to do it, before I'm 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
there you go.
And I turned 30 this year, guys. So that's that.
So
I'm just gonna put it out there. So yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It's one of my goals. Before I'm 30, I want to publish some stuff.
Yeah. You got to take that leap, and it's a time-bound goal, which is a very important component to goal setting by the SMART methodology. Where can we learn more about you online, Jazzmin?
Online. Go to freefyre.org. That is FREEFYRE.org. So also, I'm the co-founder of Free Fyre, which is a nonprofit organization with my husband, Jazzmin Mitchell. And so my husband is a spoken word artist. And so primarily we do spoken word poetry, creative workshops, and keynote speaking. And then on some of those performances, I get to accompany him with song.
Amazing. So freefyre.org, FREEFYRE?
Yes.
All right, I got it. All right.
And through Free Fyre, you'll have access to our Instagram and our YouTube and stuff.
Amazing. So make sure you check it out. Well, that was a fun, quick spin. Anything you want to leave the people with before I do my outro spiel?
Love God, love people, man.
There you go. And this has been the Quinn Spinn, taking it for a quick spin here today. Find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and more. Also on the socials at Quinn Spinn Official, 2 N's in Quinn, 2 N's in Spin, on Instagram and Threads, and on Facebook, it's the Quinn Spinn. Again, 2 N's in each word. Facebook and TikTok. UndergroundMusicCollective.com is our central hub for all things independent music, creativity, community, and more. Go to UMCNashville.com, and UMC Nashville will also help you find us on most of the socials, except Facebook, because it's UMC Worldwide, because there was this awkward rebrand, and then I couldn't get the old one back. It's this whole thing. Anyway, Nash Live shows. We've got some events coming up here, right, in the room next to me, and possibly some other places around Nashville, but not to give too much away there. So at Nash Live shows on Instagram, and you can also learn more about Nash Live at Underground Music Collective. Revel 9's All Become going to take us out like it brought us in. Grab some muffins on the way out. I'm alive.